Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman, this is my lovely wife Jen. Today we're watching the final 2 episodes of Dexter Original Sin. This has been a wonderful series so far. It took a little bit, I think, for me to kind of early on to kind of get into the swing of things and kind of be acclimated to the new actors and new cast and really the new tone, I would even argue. I think the last 4-ish episodes we watched, I was like, okay, I'm getting a lot more into this, especially with some of the twists that they gave. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these final 2 episodes have in store. Thank you so much for watching along with us. I know that we don't do a whole lot of TV shows. I think releasing them in this way makes it a little bit better for the viewer, even if it takes a little longer for them to come out, which is why you should join Patreon, because you can watch these videos early before anyone else and they're ad-free until they're posted. Jen, how are you feeling going into these final 2 episodes?
I'm really excited. I agree with Holden that it took some time. I would argue that it took about half the series time to really feel like these characters were characters and not just an actor or actress playing a part. But I think for me, the biggest thing was the actor that was playing Dexter, and he just nailed it. So I was really happy about that. The last episode that we watched, episode 8, was totally unforeseen. Like, I was like, what the heck? I'm really glad that we had like a juicy twist in this series. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen and how this season is gonna end.
I also like the twist. I think we both beat the Deborah thing with a dead horse with how we kind of feel about her. And hopefully we'll get some surprises with her story in these final 2 episodes. Let's go ahead and get into it. Episodes 9 and 10 of Dexter Original Sin.
I-29. I-20.
Oh, I love bingo.
Yeah, Jen loves bingo.
N37.
Oh, you missed N37 there.
Is that Brian?
Yep.
Biney?
What are you doing playing bingo with all us crones?
My mom always said bingo is the best way to gamble without losing all of your money.
I don't know if that's true.
Lose a lot of money playing bingo.
I'm Barb.
Biney.
Brian.
You are my lucky charm tonight. Don't you go anywhere.
I wouldn't dream of it, Barb.
Psychopath. I do like the idea of bringing him back, but he can't interact with Dexter in any meaningful way because of season 1, you know?
Right.
Hey, well, what about his wife? Does she know?
Missy's in the surgical waiting area hoping on an update from the surgeon. It's a nightmare.
Oh, and some of them were amputees too. Did you see that?
I need you to come clean with me.
What are you talking about?
I saw you steal the file from Tampa Bay.
Hey.
I was having an affair with her. Emotions got in the way. It's one of the biggest regrets of my life. I always wondered what happened to little Brian.
Wonder why he didn't take him in as well. I forget the actual reason in the main series. It's too old or something, or too...
I don't think they gave one.
Yeah.
Laura and her boys have been kidnapped. I can feel it in every fiber of my being.
So you want me to jeopardize the Estrada case on a feeling?
I mean, there's evidence too. Spencer.
Estrada's henchmen probably saw us together.
Oh, Jesus, Harry. This door's no.
That doesn't matter. You know what the cartel...
Don't worry about that.
You can join the search. But, as a uni, give me your shield.
Yeah, they have to account for him being in his regular blues. Dang.
Man.
For a minute, I thought I'd walked into the wrong apartment. The place didn't look like the home of a police captain. Children's charcuterie.
Jeez.
Shakespeare was right. You can't smile and all the while still be a villain.
Oh.
Oh, thank you for the ride home. For 20 hours straight, I'm bleary-eyed as hell.
I have had the shittiest of shitty days.
Oh my gosh. That is really good.
I got a bottle of Glenfiddich around here somewhere.
I can't say no to that.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
It's like pulling a Spider-Man underneath it.
Dexter.
The suspect we thought was good for it, he was killed a few weeks ago. Honestly, I don't think any of them are related. It's not a serial killer case.
I'll never forget the first time my father lied to my face.
I do have to give you some bad news about your godfather.
Bobby?
He's been shot, he's in the ICU, and he's going to be there for a while.
Can I see him?
Miami Metro's having a blood drive.
Done. Where do I sign up?
Why don't you bring your sister to work?
just remember that season. It's like, the trees! There's a tree trimmer.
Hey! I got something! Over here.
Oh my gosh.
You killed them all.
Hey! Oh, God. Okay, I got you.
Dang.
Oh.
I want to carry that kid.
Dad, I know it's you. Please let me out of here. What did I do?
Oh my.
Now he's going to have to kill him.
You didn't do anything wrong. This will all be over soon.
I didn't see that coming either.
Geez. You can't just let your son live. I mean, if
Messed
you're
up
if you're him, I mean, you can't just let. I'm just saying, we're gonna be like, I won't tell anyone, Dad, ever.
Oh, sorry, but do you mind?
Of course. And don't bother refiling. I'll handle it.
One son, Brian Moser.
One son.
Got what I needed. Thanks.
Didn't Camilla say she had altered the records or something?
Camilla is loyal AF.
Any forwarding address?
Nothing. No arrests. As far as I can tell, Brian went to the Tampa facility shortly after leaving you.
So he did take him in temporarily.
The state would prefer not to separate siblings. Brian has been remarkably resilient considering what they've been through.
Oh, that was the lady in the bingo.
I just have one question. Is their mother Laura Moser?
Yeah. Yeah, I need you to help me to raise them.
Yes.
This just sucks for everyone involved.
That's a tough sell, Harry. It's a real tough sell.
Yeah.
These boys need a mother.
Oh.
All right, let's ring him up. Deb.
I work with your father.
What you working on?
Trying to catch a possible serial killer.
Like Silence of the Lambs? Can I see?
I'm sorry, but no.
Deb.
I love the idea of him being ordered around by a lady boss.
I'm certainly good at that.
Did you always want to do this?
Oh, so this is like
her introduction.
Yeah.
Considering the family business?
Nah, that's a male Morgan thing.
Could always use more kick-ass women around here. Come back and visit me anytime.
Yeah, I could do this.
This was not the blood drive I was hoping for. Answer on my table was going to have to wait. Or maybe not.
Now, you've done this before, right?
Don't be nervous. Steady. It's good. Nice veins.
Of course, they're gonna get right up in there.
He really pushed that in, too. Oh, he wants his blood.
He was a better actor than a cop.
So he could still be alive.
There's a solid chance he is. Why do you think the cartel has targeted children?
Fucking evil animals.
People who hurt kids.
Chalked that up to foreplay.
I hope you do a better job with the cold cases I assigned you than you do drawing blood.
Actually hoping to turn the corner on a big case. Tonight could even be the night.
It's gonna be so satisfying when he has him on his table.
Yeah.
The line's gone down a lot.
The thing is, I can't.
I'm sure Bobby will have more than enough blood.
That's the problem.
It's got HIV.
I got a call from a former partner who tested positive for HIV.
Yep.
It was odd being the blood giver. Budding master at keeping secrets, it felt good to help a novice.
Aww.
Thanks again, you're a lifesaver.
I'd never been called that before.
Somebody still hasn't given blood?
I have an intense fear of needles, specifically when they're poked into me.
You just haven't been poked in the right place, my friend.
I'd hate to faint in front of the guys.
Listen, intern. One of our own is in need. This is what we do.
Left, please.
It's gonna give it twice. Be a little lightheaded. Bet you that's gonna come into play when he tries to kill Spencer.
Oh, yeah.
You smile for Mama? Yes.
Like he's gonna try and kill Deb lady.
He wants a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be some sort of like red flags with him, and that's why.
I'm just gonna put Debbie down.
Yeah, he's gonna try and kill her or something.
Mommy, I'll be right back.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Ryan.
Why did you do that?
Too noisy.
Brian, you are in a timeout. Just stay on the couch until Harry comes home.
Dang.
This guy can't kill Deb to save his life. Hey, I heard you tried to kill my daughter.
I hate you! I hate all of you! Leave me alone!
Guys, can we get a hand on this kid, please?
I cross-checked recent from that Tampa hospital against our records.
And?
3 have addresses in Dade County.
Maybe they need to talk about his big feelings.
Dinner with you would make a nice consolation prize.
You gotta say it. You gotta say bingo. You do, that's part of the rules.
I can't sit back there. I want to sit up front.
Barb, life is full of wants and desires.
Oh no, Barb.
Brian? Brian Moser?
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Dexter uses M99, he just punches him in the face.
Jeez.
Oh, not on the air hockey table, Dex.
I'm kidding, I'd do anything for this big tub of love.
Don't be kissing my husband while he's unconscious.
Turns out you and I know who the perp is. Brian Moser, Dexter's brother. This is the point where I need to use that big brain of yours. Brian wants to connect with Dexter for whatever fucked up reason. Dexter will learn the gory details of his god-awful past. Who knows what that'll do to him? What do I do, Bobby?
Say it. Dexter.
Hey, Doc! He's awake!
What about Dexter?
We've grown to really love him.
We know that the state doesn't want to split siblings, but
That's so tough.
Yeah, but damn, you can't be having him smothering your
Right.
baby.
what the fuck?
Oh my gosh, face to face with him.
Went through his hand. Dexter,
that
we
was
gotta work
less
on that.
than ideal.
We gotta work on that, pal.
I learned a valuable lesson that night.
Yeah, he doesn't have a...
2 pints of blood on stalk and kill days.
Dexter. What is this?
Trying to beat one of Nikki's top scores.
Why do you have those pictures up there? Why, my son?
Wow. You are one great actor. Drop the innocent act. How many?
I am not a serial killer. I'm a goddamn hero!
I thought you were a hero.
I am one of the good guys!
Good guys don't kill kids.
She betrayed me.
And you did all this to hurt your ex-wife.
Aren't you a fucking genius?
The moment I realized a single incident could turn a good person into a monster. It was a sobering realization. The world became an even darker place.
I'll tell you what Nikki is. You killed me. He'll die of starvation.
Wow.
You hurt me. There's only one way to find out.
Want to feel how Nikki and Jimmy felt? Guarantee 0 hesitation marks when I do it.
Fuck you!
Oh! Like I said, this little piggy went to market.
Did Jimmy Powell
That moment was the worst case of serial killer blue balls.
No. I'm gonna let you sit here and think about what you did.
Uh-oh.
When I get back, you better be more forthcoming about Nikki.
Dexter. So sloppy.
This is a problem.
Oh yeah. He's just gonna kill her. He doesn't have any code.
Mm-mm.
What are you doing?
He just likes killing.
You remember what you promised me?
Just like killing.
I'm sorry. You needed help.
Fair.
I did what I thought was best for you and your brother.
Oh my gosh.
You wouldn't separate me and Dexter.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you did.
Well, you tried to kill their baby, dude.
Now?
And now he's gonna separate her.
Literally. Oh, come on. Good. Good.
Oh no.
I wonder if and when he finds out that Dexter is a serial killer too. Like, oh, we have more in common than I thought. His finger.
Tamping down my dark passenger's urges was never easy, but when a child's life was at stake.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Intentional, Dex. One more episode to go. That was a good one. I like seeing all the stuff going on with Brian.
Yeah, I like seeing kind of all the dots connected,
Yeah.
some of the history that we didn't get.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 10, the finale of Dexter, Season 1, Original Sin. Ooh.
They're sour. You don't like sour?
I like my candy like I like my women. Sweet.
For the record, you said I'm sassy.
They don't make sassy candy.
No, no, no. Not by the hair on. Mommy?
Oh, that's horrific.
Okay, I got you. Hold on.
That was the first time my brother was taken from me.
I mean, it just seems like he had a stronger connection with Dexter. I mean, even though he took both of them in the beginning.
Isn't Dexter coming? Not this time, dear. We're gonna find a new family for you to stay with.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you with a chainsaw later.
Next was the Kirstens.
Okay, let's go.
So we're here with Son of Sam.
Sleep tight, asshole.
Oh my gosh!
Let me out!
Why would there even be a lock on a closet?
Brian, how'd you get in there?
Each new home was a new, better fit.
You know, I can't blame Brian for turning out the way that he did.
I mean,
This is like trauma on top of trauma.
yeah, I get it being rough, but serial killer? Why do all the other kids like suck so much?
But when the fit is never right,
That everything?
you just get thrown away.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
I mean, Brian, what do you want people to do? You're stabbing people and biting people.
This is going to be your new home. And this man is going to show you to your room.
What's up, Brian?
Tim, it's all right.
They said I had antisocial personality disorder.
You know.
I had everything taken from me. My mother, my little brother, my freedom. For years, the only constant in my life was Raul. I thought he was the only person who actually cared about me.
Oh, Raul.
Hey there, Louise. Meds for Moser?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Jeez. Dang it.
The new doctor said I was supposed to be on 3 new medications for the last 6 months. It's no wonder I'm not getting any better.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Security! You're a liar!
Dang.
I'm proud of you, Brian. You've never been able to talk about your past without losing your cool. We've come a long way together.
Enough to go see him now? He's the only family I have in this world.
And he's a trigger for you.
And what am I doing this for?
So I can work at a Radio Shack for the rest of my life?
Brian?
Radio Shack is always going to be in business, Brian.
Then I suppose there's nothing more you can do for me.
Oh. That's why you should not have an in-home office.
Honestly, I don't obviously support his motives here, but I get his frustration. Like, he's just being like shuffled around. He's like, what's the point if I can't even see my brother? It's all I want.
Like, no one's actually helping him.
He's just a problem. He's just a problem wherever he goes to everyone. And they let him know it too. Again, this is not okay. but I'm not gonna be like, I don't understand how anyone could snap.
And I mean, he clearly was trying. Like, he's like, okay, I'm gonna do the therapy and hopefully.
Why are we cutting him so much slack? He is a serial killer.
I'm not, but
it's like everyone failed him, so there's like an empathetic ear
and the
there.
fact that like that trauma happened when he was so young.
Yeah, but you're a man now.
For a moment, I thought he was taking me to the station, but even he couldn't be that desperate.
I mean, if Dexter didn't have Harry.
Yeah, if he didn't have that support system.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like that. I mean, who knows how some people would have turned out.
We'd been scouring the city. Spencer had been keeping Nikki a half-mile from the station.
I believe this was the night we conceived Anna.
Shit, sorry, am I interrupting?
No, not at all.
You have somebody that has a great support system
Yep.
who turns out to be a little piece of crap.
Way past their bedtimes.
I'm understood.
She straightens out later,
Oh, you've already done so much.
then falls back and kind of waxes and wanes.
The victim was dismembered with a chainsaw.
Victim ID yet?
Barbara Plimpton.
Ooh.
Plimpton.
Name mean anything to you?
No.
No.
Spencer! Left without saying goodbye!
Motherfucker. Where's Dexter?
He's off the shift. It's a good thing. It's more of a big boy crime scene.
Oh no.
I'm gonna check the perimeter.
I don't know why you try to go hand to hand.
Oh.
I gotta go kill my son.
Oh my gosh.
What is wrong with this guy?
I don't know.
Oh, he's chained in there.
It's your son, is he?
What?
Oh, he thinks that.
No, we know the blood test.
An innocent, he doesn't.
We already got the blood results back. What do you mean, is he?
Look, I get rage. There are better ways to handle it, I promise.
The reason Dexter knew it was him because of the blood.
I'll give you a choice. You can come after me, or you can save him. So the real question is,
Oh, well, save him.
what kind of monster are you?
It's a close call here, Dex. Oh, what if the kid actually dies? Oh, come on.
Jeez.
You're safe now, Nikki.
Last time I was in a hospital with someone I loved, my dad had just had a heart attack. My mom was dying. Fuck me. I'm supposed to be keeping it positive. In between my mom dying and dad's heart, Dexter not being around as much, his stupid breakups, asshole, and my best friend. Fuck my life. I need a new game plan.
Yeah.
Where are you, baby brother?
Oh.
We need to talk.
Oh, this is an interesting
Chainsaw give me away?
Pair here.
What about the other 2 victims? What'd they do to wind up on your list?
Blake Kirsten was the son of the host family that I stayed with.
Oh.
You sent me away.
Oh.
What about Woodard? I understand how disturbed you are and how desperate you are to see him. Petrie's right. You shouldn't contact Dexter, and I'm gonna make sure you never do.
Wow.
So traumatized, he blocked it all out.
How convenient. So you wouldn't have to tell your son the truth, that you fucked his mom and sent her off to the cartel, chainsawed to pieces in front of him.
No, he doesn't know any of that.
You come back into his life, you're just gonna bring all of that pain with you. Is that what you want for your little brother?
You really think you're the hero?
Far from it.
You're going to have to finish what you started when you threw me away 17 years ago.
The forensics would come back that that's point blank range, Harry. Careful.
It's the same broadcast as earlier tonight.
They might have an update on Nelson, honey.
I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Oh my gosh!
You told me he was my son! You lying bitch!
What did you do to Nikki?
Same thing I'm gonna do to you, but I'm gonna look you in the eye when I do it!
Jesus.
Oh.
The woman's body was dismembered into 6 pieces. It's believed her assailant used a chainsaw.
It's lucky he didn't kill him.
What a beautiful night on the water. I'd spent weeks with this intense urge and kill the murderer of Jimmy Powell. Some people are worth the wait.
I taught her a lesson. She will never feel safe again. Well, you did do that, but Nikki's alive. Nikki, Becca, and Nelson, the chance at happily ever after. For you, not so much.
So is he his son or not?
You get to die knowing that you failed as a cop, as a...
Pretty sure it is. It's, I don't know. I think it would have to be. They did the thing. That's cool.
You don't deserve that badge, and you don't deserve to live. Enough! Let's just get it over with.
Jeez, a lot of blood on his boat, though.
Now it's over with.
It's not even his boat.
Thanks to Camilla's generous offer, I had a new way to dispose of my bodies.
Oof.
Dex.
I was a little closer to my final form. I almost felt complete.
This is not as neat and tidy
clean
as
it usually is.
If it weren't for me, Spencer would have been caught by now. Nikki would have been rescued days ago. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you.
I didn't listen to you either.
Does that mean?
Spencer will never hurt anyone again.
Well, dang, Dex. Nice.
Never in a million years could I ever have imagined he'd be capable of killing a child, torturing his own son.
He was good. Spencer wasn't born a monster. He became one. I was born this way.
Not exactly, Dex.
Yes. You were. But I couldn't be prouder of what you've become.
I'm sorry it had to be your friend.
You did the right thing. Son.
I'm sorry. Yes, Dex is my brother, but he's also an idiot, and I should have cared way more about your feelings.
Sorry, too. I shouldn't have told Tiffany about the car prank.
We're cool?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
I'm glad that storyline got resolved. I was really worried about that.
How was Tampa? Any news on LaGuerta serial killer?
LaGuerta was wrong about the NHI cases. There is no serial killer. Just giving her the benefit of the doubt. But I've already filed my report.
Dexter, how would you feel about joining the department full-time?
I feel good.
And this is for you.
Nice, a laminate.
All right, no more coddling. Have these analyzed, recorded, and on my desk in the morning before I get in, and I get in early.
Congrats. I always said you were the third best forensics person here.
A whole new set of playmates I had yet to meet. Harry'd spent years teaching me that some people deserve to die. This was the first time I understood why I had to do what I do, because some people deserved to live.
So nice having something other than a fucking pancake for dinner. No offense, Dex.
None taken.
Dex isn't the only Morgan with some good news.
Well, an acceptance letter to Miami Metro Police Academy.
Or that we were all excited about FSU, and after what everyone did at Bobby's blood drive, the whole department show up for Nikki, I could spend the next 4 years of my life spiking balls, or I could be part of something bigger than myself.
I'm thrilled.
You're shitting me.
I shit you not. The academy might not be what I'd imagined for you, but the important thing is what you imagined for yourself, and you made it happen.
Well, being a Morgan didn't exactly hurt with Miami Metro.
Maybe, but you're going to be a great cop. Very proud of you. I know your mom would be very proud, too.
Congrats, sis.
Now you'll have to include me in all your secret conversations.
Right, yeah. Can you believe that girl is going to be an officer of the law?
You know what? I can.
She's committed quite a few felonies this season alone.
Right?
You chose to save a child instead of giving in to your own compulsions.
I controlled my urges.
You channeled them. For good.
Thanks to your code.
It's your code now.
And roasted pork, and ham, and pickles.
I hear you, Dex. Not my area of expertise either.
I'd always thought I'd never be normal, but in that moment I knew the one thing that could save me was family.
I was gonna set his sights on Deb. So that's Dexter Original Sin. A lot of the points I made in the other videos, I still kind of feel similar or feel the same. I think that the tone of the whole show feels very different, I think, than the original series of Dexter, like from beginning to end. So just sort of taking it for what it is. I really enjoyed the finale. I think, like you said at the beginning, like the second half of the season, it was kind of starting to get the gears moving a little bit more. I like the whole thing with Spencer and Dexter saving the boy, and even like the first episode of the Dexter original series, he has like this thing with kids where he's like, kids, I could never do that. I could never kill kids. And he kills like that priest who had murdered the 3 boys or whatever. So I really enjoyed it. I still feel like they didn't know what to do with Deb. I feel like her whole thing was just like, ultimately didn't matter. If anything, it was just to show just how unhinged she is as a person. Maybe it's to sort of contrast to who she becomes later. I don't know. I just don't think that they really knew what they wanted to do with her. The twist with Spencer I thought was really good. I feel like Sarah Michelle Gellar was sort of underutilized. I said in the beginning that, especially since she comes up as a guest star, that they're gonna kill her. I was like, how could you not have Sarah Michelle Gellar and her not be a more significant character? But it was actually Patrick Dempsey, who was like same thing. How can you bring him in and have him just be somebody else? Granted, he was the captain. It was going to be one of them, but since it was Patrick Dempsey, I'm like, well, they didn't really utilize Sarah Michelle Gellar all that much either. Ultimately, I still would have liked to have seen more with like Batista and like the original crew. They were giving LaGuerta like a good sort of side thing with Harry, kind of digging into the Brian Moser thing, which I think was fitting for her. Overall, I think it was good. I wouldn't mind a follow up like a season 2. There's still some room I feel like between like a gap between this and the first season of Dexter that they could probably fill in some more. I think they ended a lot of things on sort of a happy note, on sort of a like, okay, somewhat conclusionary area, except for Brian Moser, which goes into the first season with the intention of being like, I wonder, we don't know how well this will do. The network renew us for a second season, but if not, we do have it kind of concluded if we need it to. So overall, I thought it was okay. I still am just partial to the original Dexter series. I think that was just something really special. I think across the board, it was just a special show. But what did you think?
Overall, I enjoyed the season. I thought it was good. I think something that the OG series did a really good job with is, even with the quote supporting characters, they each had their like fulfilling own storyline where you could connect with them individually. With this series, I didn't feel that way. Like Like Angel, you know, we got little bits and pieces here and there, but I wasn't able to really connect with him. Same with Tanya, pretty much same with all of the characters, including Deb. Like Deb in the OG series is technically a supporting character. I mean, the series is about Dexter, but that's not how it comes across in that series. Like Deb is a main character. I view her as a main character.
I'd say she's a main character. Granted, she's not the lead, but she's still a main.
With this series, Deb, I think, was the biggest issue I had. I really didn't like her for the first half of the season. I grew to really like her towards the end, but they didn't do much with her. And Deb with the OG series was so important, and every single thing that she did kind of weaved into that larger storyline with Dexter and was such a big companion character to Dexter. And I understand that this is supposed to be kind of the prequel, and naturally that's going to be different because she's younger and whatnot, but the tone was just completely different, unrecognizable. And so I wish that they would have had something with Deb that would have been able to connect us to that character. Like, there's the Deb that I know. You know what I mean? And I didn't have that moment with her. Even though she's supposed to be her younger self, she's the same person.
Right.
And so we should have those moments where we were able to connect with her on that level, and I didn't get that. And so that was disappointing. Sarah Michelle Gellar, I don't know how to feel about her because I really like Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I think that her playing the role of Tanya was like great. I think that's perfect, a good role. That role makes sense to me. I don't necessarily think that like I needed more of Tanya, but I think that they could have utilized her differently. And so that's my frustration with that. And then also with Spencer, I don't know if I just missed it, but was Nikki his son or not?
I think he is.
Because in the scene where he goes after his ex-wife, he says, "You told me that he was my son."
I think he's just delusional. I think that is his son.
So
even Harry was like, "It's your own son."
Right, and Dexter said, and even Tanya, an independent character, you know, said the blood match. I don't know.
Yeah, the blood matched. I mean, it is his son. I don't know why he thought that.
Well, hang on. No. Now that I'm thinking of it, she said the blood matched Nikki. But I don't know if they ever, like, confirm. I don't know. Did I just miss something?
I think something was going on in his mind, because that was the whole thing early on in the season where there was a separate thing of blood that was not Nikki's. They made that very clear. And then Dexter did the swab thing, and it was like it came back as, like, paternal. And then that's why What's-His-Face was so anxious about it. It was a match.
That was confusing to me because I always knew, like, once we found out that Spencer was involved, I knew it had something to do with the wife. Now he's coming out and being like, oh, well, this is just like basically payback. He wanted to like hurt his ex-wife. I was really confused about whether he was his son or not because, you know, he also made that comment in the scene with Dexter in the boat. Is he my son? So maybe he was just paranoid.
I think it was something like that. I don't think the evidence contradicts that.
I think they should have clarified that. It seems like to me they were setting it up like he was just extremely paranoid and thought that Nikki was not his actual son and that he wanted to get back at his ex-wife for that. But that was a little confusing to me, so I wish they would have explained that better. But I loved the idea of kind of Spencer, who is like at the head of command, kind of being the person on the hook for these two child murders, or one child murder and almost a second child murder. I think that's really interesting. I love that, but I wish they would have explained that more. I don't know, maybe I missed something in between that they had said, but I was thrown off by that. But overall, I think that it was a fun series. I think that it leads very well into the OG series. I think the strongest thing this season had going for it was that they focused so much on kind of filling some of the holes that we had in the OG series, kind of giving more background, a visual story to some of the stuff that we heard in the OG series, specifically about Harry, his relationship with Laura Moser, and also seeing like Harry's wife and how this affected her. That's not something that we got in the OG series. I was really happy to see that, kind of seeing his wife and how she connected with Dexter, but was not connecting with his brother and all the things that he was doing that led to him leaving the home. So I was really happy that they went down that road. That's what I was hoping for this series. So overall, I thought that they did a pretty good job. It was definitely an uphill battle, I think. Like, Dexter was so well done that I'm happy with how it went.
Yeah. I think that this is a good addition to the Dexter lore. I like seeing a lot of the Brian Moser and familial stuff that we hadn't seen before. I was always curious about like why they never brought in Brian, but you know, I guess that they did. There was all that stuff like at the very beginning where Harry loses his like actual son, like he drowns.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good addition, though. As it moved on, I was like, I don't know how necessary that was for him to like gain a connection to Dexter.
I don't think that was necessary at all.
But I get them trying to like spice up like why maybe Harry would want to bring in another son, you know, as badly as he did. I agree with everything you said on Deb. I think we've touched on Deb plenty, and it just never really did all. It never concluded in any satisfying way with her. I like seeing all the Brian Moser stuff. Seeing Harry and Brian interact was pretty cool. You know, we'd never seen anything like that before. Yeah, I think this was pretty good. I'd love to know your thoughts, though. So leave us a comment down below. We'll check those out about what you thought of the entire series, the entire season, and if you think it's a good fit for the Dexter franchise as a whole. I still feel like there's just like this tonal thing that just separates it. That's kind of hard for me to wrap my feelings around. Patrick, the guy who plays Dexter, no, not Dempsey. I thought that he did a really, really great job. He really grew on me. I think he did well. I think it was a great casting. But let us know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe so you can be notified when we post the next video. And check out Patreon, where you can watch videos like this one early and ad-free until it's posted. And you can watch some full-length reactions to movies and things we do over there too. The next series that we'll be doing that you can watch early is Squid Game. So Squid Game Season 2. So make sure you check out Patreon so you can get early access to that. But for now, that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Take care.